Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Today it's going to be a showing off video. So I thought I'll go ahead and show off what all I've been able to manufacture so far, along with some new items I got in. So first things first, I was able to manufacture a whole bunch of tomahawks and axes. I recently landed a whole bunch of nice steel pipes that are used for flagpoles and for plumbing. And they're great for doing stuff like this, because I used to make a lot of these types of axes back in the day. But problem is, the pipes I was using back then were very thin and they didn't really work, so I quit making these until I found the right materials, and sure enough, I did. And I've made all different kinds of various designs. Like here's a few. There's a double-headed one. And all the blades on these are all made out of circular saw blades. I also scored a boatload of those. Except for this one. This one was made out of a hand saw blade. Same thing, though. Beautiful. Again, I love making these. This one I actually gave it a little bit of a design. It has the same pipe on it, but I gave it a wooden handle like a horseman's axe. Beautiful. And certain ones of these I'd make a little different because I don't want to make the exact same thing over again. Like this one has one steel rivet holding the axe head on with the wood beneath it. And this one's got two rivets holding it together. And so on and so on. These ones I actually didn't use the pipes for. These I used a steel set of bolt cutter handles. You can see because it's still got the handle on the end. With a nice steel rivet holding it on. Then here's another one I did with the other side. Beautiful. Again, all these will be for sale. All between about $40 to $60, even $80 depending. And I also built a very large one right here. That I also built. Again, out of a circular saw blade with a steel bolt connecting the head on. And this one I gave a slightly different design. It has a piece going between the head, and then I made a collar that goes over it, adding an extra layer of protection. I did the same thing on a bunch of these. This is probably the only one I'm not happy with, because I accidentally hit it way too hard, and it smashed the front end. It's still tight, it's not moving anywhere, but that one I'll probably discount. And then I also manufactured a few knives, of course. Real stag. Made out of hedge clipper blades, each one of these is. And sheets made from old boots. Here's a slightly different one. And then here's one that I gave a pitted arrowhead look. Beautiful. And then jumping over here, I got a few new ones I manufactured. I manufactured a couple of cleavers out of a giant handsaw blade that I got from a friend of mine. And then this is a gift from my good friend Austin. He actually came down from Texas to see me. And he found me this naval cutlass made in India at a Renaissance festival in Texas. So y'all better give him a lot of love because that is a beautiful piece. It's very well made, has a tang pinned all the way through it. It's not sharp, but I'm debating whether or not I should even sharpen this or not because I know these India-made replicas do hold a nice edge. And then Austin also gave me this bad boy. For YouTube reasons, I must say I'm allowed to own this. This is mine. I'm not selling this. This was given to me. Austin works at an Academy sports store, and he got me this limited edition Rough Rider Heritage. That's nickel-plated with fake ivory grips. And I've already shot this a couple of times, but I made sure to immediately clean it afterwards. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Austin. I really appreciate that. And I really love the sword. They go hand in hand together, huh? Because if you have a sword, you gotta have a pistol. Speak softly and carry a big stick. See if any of you history guys can get that reference. And then last but not least, I did a trade with my brother recently, and I got a Bushmaster. Again, this is not a real gun. This one's not real. It is a fully automatic BB gun. And it's got some issues. I'm working on it as we speak. Since I used to work on these back in the day, I don't work on them that much anymore. But I traded my brother my Xbox One for this, so it was a fair trade. My brother and I put this butt pad on a while back because back of it doesn't really work that well. And I know these Bushmasters aren't very known for quality, which they aren't, trust me. And even the fake silencer already broke off. It's not even really functional. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to put I'm going to get a cheap airsoft gun and actually put an actual AR-15 front end on this so I can put a bayonet on it. Overall, it still functions really well, though. It's got a metal magazine, metal internals, I mean, it's not terrible, but I think this thing is way too overpriced. So I remember on Amazon, these are roughly going for around $209, and they were like $300 new. I personally think they're not worth the money, because this whole receiver from here to here is all plastic. The inside is made out of good metal, whatever they're using. And the dust cover on the front of this is actually broken off because it was being put on. And again, I got the dust cover actually right here. It's made entirely out of plastic. Again, it shows certain quality that they didn't do. The stock's decent, but it's terribly wiggly. Let's see if I can get this on camera. It's very wiggly. And I'm going to chop the end of the screw off this just to make it look more uniform. And then I will eventually do a video on this when I have time. But during the hot summer season, I'm not able to do shooting videos because of the extreme heat. Still, not a bad. Again, it's not a real gun. This is a BB gun. Anyway, that's all the updates I've got so far. I hope you guys enjoy. And as always, stay sharp.